Marian Wright Edelman, founder and president of the Children's Defense Fund, once said, "You can't be what you can't see," which is why representation in industries like STEM is so important. In this video series, See Her, Be Her, we further the conversation and discuss what representation means to two women who are leading the charge and providing opportunities for young women in their prospective careers.
See Her, Be Her is exactly that we find that girls, we serve about 16,000 girls here in Nassau County, and that girls need to see what their opportunities are, what the possibilities are. And so the more we expose them to different fields of careers and activities and interests, the more they explore and discover and create and then decide what they're going to be. And I know for myself that had been my experience, and I think that for girls today, just seeing women in different roles is critical to them finding their path.
Fascinating. And I know that you've collaborated with New York Tech on Introduce a Girl to Engineering. Do you want to tell us more about that?
We have an ongoing program here with NYIT, introducing girls to engineering, and our engineering day is very popular. And it came about just by brainstorming with you and your staff and making sure that, again, we're providing girls with lots of different opportunities for them to experience new things, to see different women and students in action, participating and learning at the same time. One of the great things about Girl Scouts is that we do a lot of learning by doing, and so that's a perfect opportunity for girls to learn engineering by having hands-on experiences here on campus. And so anytime we have an opportunity to be on a campus, we take advantage of that.
That's fantastic, and I've experienced that firsthand when you also see how they start up, some of them start up being shy, and then little by little, as they feel more comfortable with the device or the activity, they just go for it, and their eyes lit up.
It seems like a mysterious thing when you say engineering, and you're not sure what it is, you don't want to break anything, you don't know who gets to do that or what kind of person you need to be to do that, and when you have a hands-on experience, you become more curious and more confident. And so days like Engineering Day really do that for our girls.
And I think what helps also is to have college-age students in the room so that they can identify with them.
So we find that as our girls get older, they want to see what's going to happen next. And so when they're little, they want to know what's like to be a teenager, and when they're teenagers, they want to know what's like to be a college student or a young professional. And so the more opportunities we have to engage with that generation for our girls, the better.
Nice. And then you also invite inspirational speakers.
Right. So we typically have a powerhouse keynote and other inspirational speakers just to motivate the girls. I think that especially in STEM field, the girls get discouraged usually in that middle school age where they think they can't, and so just seeing that they can is critical. I know for myself, I used to love math, and just the more I did math, the more excited I was about math. But some of the other topics seemed really scary to me, and so if I had the opportunity to have seen other people that gave me the confidence and showed me that it was possible, I think that maybe I could have been an engineer.
So what's happening now in the summer? It's a quiet period, or do you have other STEM activities?
We do. So we have opportunities for girls to do things here on campus at NYIT. We just introduced GSUSA, our national organization, just introduced about 40 new badges. A lot of them are around cybersecurity and engineering and just all really technical science badges. Ironically, the other half of the badges are all outdoor adventure ones, and so it's a great match of getting hands-on inside, technically kind of high tech, and then really high experience for girls. So we're excited to be introducing that this summer also.
And that concept of badges is being copied actually in higher ed.
Yes.
We're giving badges in our classrooms.
Yes, and
so you started it.
As adults, you think about how much that whole game and leveling and wanting to have the next badge or level is still really critical. I know even as staff, we're very competitive, and so we are always looking for how do we get to the next level on a national level. And so badging, the idea of badging started with Girl Scouts and Scouting in general, and so it's now very technical.
Yeah. And it's a resume builder.
Yes.
It's something that they can put on their resume if they're in high school.
Yes,
so it's
exactly.
It's a credential.
It is a credential. It's a way of acknowledging credentials, and so I know for our girls, they walk around very proudly with their badges as they achieve them. And so the more you have, the more experiences you've had, and then the more possibilities you've explored.
I mean, the one you did on cybersecurity is
it's fascinating.
pioneering.
Fascinating, and fascinating that, you know, the littlest girls are fearless. Once you get the opportunity in their hands, they run with it, and it's fascinating.
Plus,
to watch.
Safety is big in Girl Scouts,
yes,
so that they relate to that.
Cyber safety and making sure that they're having a safe experience online, and so that's a lot of what we.
How about the pledge that they take?
Yes,
tell us more about it?
Girl Scouts of the U.S. The USA has taken a Girl Scout STEM pledge, and so that pledge is to have 2.5 million girls in the STEM pipeline by 2025. And so that not only includes the day-to-day activities that we do here locally with local universities, the activities that girls may do in their troops, but it also includes on a national level encouraging and engaging other partners. And so we are the expert in girls, but we are not the experts in everything else. And so making sure that on a national level that we have strong partners in technology and science and math, engineering, to make sure that we are acknowledged, getting women in the pipeline, having ambassadors where women like you are engaged with our girls, having mobile STEM experiences, and some parts of the country having centers of excellence, which are local STEM centers. And so this challenge has been going on for about a year now, and we have a few more years to go, and it's going really well.
Do the regions compete?
There is some level of competition as far as what industries you have in we're here in Nassau County, so what industries you have in your jurisdiction, and then also where you can if you can put a STEM center in your space.
That would be the dream.
Or nice. I mean, that would be my dream. I saw the one in Dallas. It's amazing. And so if we could have one here in Nassau County or even in Suffolk County, that would be awesome. But it also, we all benefit from that. Even if we don't have a STEM center, we still benefit from the content, such as the badges. We benefit from the national partnerships. We benefit from the opportunity for girls to travel in other places in the country to experience the STEM centers. And so it's just it's a way to show how important and the voice and influence that Girl Scouts has, and the fact that we are feeding the pipeline to the next generation of our workforce. And so to make sure that these girls have those skills and have access to that is really key.
Well, Randy, it was such a pleasure to have this conversation with you, and I hope we can have many more of those in the future.
Thank you, Dr. Anita. It's always a pleasure to work with New York Institute of Technology, and we look forward to doing a lot more, having a lot more adventures with you, and it's always a pleasure to talk to you. Thank you.
Thank you.